If Liverpool want any chance of winning in this tie, they have to be perfect. They can't beat Real Madrid without perfection.
I do want to ask you a question. Do you think, for if you're looking at Liverpool side, they're at home, it's the first leg of the Champions League, they're playing Real Madrid. Do you think this game is a must win for them or a can't lose? Let's go ahead and start with the big game. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. I'm the Madrid fan, so I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be super objective and non-biased. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Omar take this one to start.
Okay. Yeah, so I was talking to one of our boys in the group chat, who's our Madrid fan. Shout out to Kev. Um, and we were talking about Real Madrid. Like, oh, he told me that Tony Cruz and Modric will be out for this game. So I said, oh, who's going to start in the midfield? As predicted lineups as of right now, it'll probably be Camavinga, Ceballos, and I don't know who the third one will be. Maybe Valverde or something. Oh, I don't think Modric is out. I think it's someone else. I think it's Tony Cruz and someone else. Duchameni. Duchameni. They're both injured and out. So it's probably Ceballos, Camavinga, and Modric playing in the middle, and in attack probably Vinicius, Benzema, and Valverde. So Real Madrid, they're coming off a nice little win over Osasuna 2-0. They kind of had to play almost a full game there because they had to leave it late like they always do as of recently. So I'm not sure. It's gonna really. I think this game really depends how Liverpool performs, in my opinion.
So Liverpool are lucky, honestly, that they're getting into the best form of the season now, just because they managed to have a real like morale booster with that win versus Newcastle, and they also got the edge because they were up early. They managed to pretty much ice the game within 17 minutes, and Jurgen Klopp wasn't playing no games in the second half. He took out his best players. He wanted to rest his guys because he knows that this game is crucial. If Liverpool wants any type of chance, they have to go. They have to finish this game two goals up. It doesn't matter what form and how Real Madrid looks. Real Madrid in the Champions League is another animal, and also like we don't count group stage because group stage Champions League, like yeah, Real Madrid is good. They take care of business, but we're talking about knockout stage football. Real Madrid in the Champions League is another beast.
And
Obviously,
it's
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit
uh,
nervous because Liverpool look really good, and Real Madrid are not in their best moment right now.
yeah, especially that I'm very confident Real Madrid kind of winning this leg. Again, I'm probably rooting against them as a rival, and my brother being a Liverpool fan, so I'm gonna be on his side, of course. Um, but I got his thoughts before I hopped on the pod. He was up late because his child uh, woke up. But enough of that. He said that if Liverpool want any chance of winning in this tie, they have to be perfect. They can't beat Real Madrid without perfection, and that's making sure Vinicius doesn't have all that room to play. And that's gonna be a fun battle if Trent's on this game with Trent versus Vinicius on that left wing side for Vinicius. He's been really good recently, a good playmaker. But in La Liga, he's been getting very disrespected by a lot of fans, a lot of people sending him being kind of racist in a way to him, and they're cutting him down hard. Like they're giving him that normal Brazilian treatment.
Yeah, so it's gonna be you mentioned it, and yeah, that's gonna be a key matchup. I think Alexander Arnold is gonna be in hell versus Vini because Alexander Arnold is a great offensive player, but when it comes to defense, he's shaky. And Vini, if there's one hot streak about Real Madrid right now, it was Vini. He had a great game versus Osasuna, just creating opportunity after opportunity and just beating his man constantly with dribbles, with speed, with just beautiful footwork that this man has, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a mission for Alexander Arnold. I think they might double him. Honestly, it might be a double where you have Fabinho come back and fill in that Alexander Arnold role because if Arnold goes up on an attack and Vini gets loose on a counter and Fabinho's not anywhere near to fill that hole, brother, thoughts and prayers, because the signature move, Vini's gonna get loose down that right side for Liverpool, that left side for Madrid. He's gonna get loose down that sideline, and he's gonna be your guy in speed. I don't care if it's Arnold, if it's Matty, Van Dijk, Robertson. He's gonna beat them, and he's gonna have the shot 1-on-1 versus Becker. He's scored countless goals like that this season, and it's his signature goal, it's his signature move. And yeah, dude, it's gonna be really, really key matchup. Real Madrid has owned Liverpool for forever now. Like it's going on like 5-6 years, maybe even more.
Premier League teams in general.
Yeah, it's about to be a decade of ownership of just Real Madrid shitting on them. And so yeah, your brother's right. Liverpool have to be perfect, not only in this first leg, the entire leg, because if Liverpool go up and they show Real Madrid any type of mercy, they're gonna take that and make a nightmare out of it for Liverpool.
Yeah, we were talking earlier that if we see more of a draw here in this first leg, kind of filling each other out, they're at Liverpool have their Anfield loud stadium, especially always chanting, always being loud. So it's gonna be very fun. I think my score prediction, if we're gonna do score prediction for these legs, I'm gonna say I'm gonna lean more to Liverpool playing at home. So I'm gonna say 2-1. Liverpool win in the first leg.
Okay, I'm staying out of predictions of this one for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you a question. Do you think, if you're looking at Liverpool side, they're at home, it's the first leg of the Champions League, they're playing Real Madrid. Do you think this game is a must-win for them or a can't lose?
I think it's more must-win because, like, you have to always have that mindset of having to win. Because if you play not to lose, you're not going to do shit. As a, like, definitely a must-win.
So I agree that it's a must-win, because if Liverpool don't lose, that doesn't mean they're out of the hook, because them not losing could mean a tie. And if you go in there with no advantage versus Madrid in the Bernabeu, you're going with plastic force and knives into a gun battle. And yeah, dude, do I feel good about a starting lineup with a midfield of Modric, Camavinga, and Ceballos? I don't know. I don't feel as great as if it was Modric, Casemiro, and Kroos last year. Like, obviously, that would be much better. But Ceballos has been playing really well. Camavinga has been streaky. He's been much better as a left back, especially since Deschamps tried him at the World Cup. He shines as a left back. I don't know what it is. And that seemed to put him out of position playing midfield. So we'll see how that he matches up. That's going to be a key lookout for me, because at times it seems like he lost his mojo in the midfield, and at times he looks lost, like he doesn't know where to attack, what positions to fill. And I mean, Luquita is Luquita. I mean, I don't even have to say anything else about him because he's pure class. Benzema, obviously not the Benzema that we saw last year, replicating a Ballon d'Or year if you're not Messi or Ronaldo is damn near impossible. So especially at that age, but he's still playing really well, scoring goals. He's the top goal scorer in La Liga for Real Madrid. So you also have Valverde, who he scored versus Osasuna. He had been a bit inconsistent, but it looks like he's getting back into form, getting his confidence back. There's just something about Valverde where he's on, he's a fucking monster, and when he's off, he's unrecognizable damn near. And Vini is Vini. We already talked about Vini, so we'll see how Liverpool does. Fabinho, Van Dijk is back. Van Dijk coming back from an injury. He looked good versus Newcastle, but
they didn't really have much to do.
Yeah, but the thing versus Newcastle also is just there wasn't enough pressure created for me to see how guys are reacting to that. You feel me? The
Yeah.
game was taken care of from there, and then from there it was let's ice it, let's get ready for Madrid on Tuesday. And yeah, dude, that's pretty much the outlook. No, like I said, no predictions from me, but I don't feel great about it, but I don't feel bad about it. I'm just going in it like, let's see what happens. I know for Ancelotti this is a feeler game, and I know for Klopp this is a kitchen sink game where he's throwing everything.
Yeah,
So
and
if we get
I
out
I
0-0 in a boring game where Madrid is just feeling it out and playing choppy, because Madrid has that type of game in their arsenal as well, where they get in and it's like, if we can't play, we're not letting you play either, and that's it. And we're just gonna
yeah,
block each other out. uh nobody can get the straight line on tic-tac-toe, and we go home with just with blank faces. And in my book, that would be a win for Madrid, because then you get that advantage of being back in the second leg. I love being the home team in the second leg. I feel like that's a huge advantage. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns
yeah.
out. For me,
And my
it's gonna be the
my
best game.
yeah, my key to the game is definitely whoever's gonna win this entire two legs is whoever controls the midfield the best. We know the attackers that both teams have. You know how good the defenses both teams have. The both teams have question marks at midfield. They Liverpool most likely have to start. I don't know how to say his name, but he's a Spanish, like 18-year-old that they've been starting recently. Bajcetic, I think is how you kind of pronounce it. But he's been starting for them a little bit, and he's still kind of like getting into it, still learning how the game is played, how they're playing. So I don't know. It's definitely whoever controls the midfield in both games will win, I think.
So another interesting note is uh, Liverpool's also going to have Diego Jota. So Jota is there, Fabinho is there, Van Dijk is there. All players are coming back. It's it's gonna be tight. I feel like a lot of people, especially if you've only been paying attention to the big games, you think that Liverpool's shit and Real Madrid isn't as good as last year, but they're still Real Madrid. This game's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close, and like you said, it might come down to like you said, that'll be the game changer or a mistake. Either team, the teams have come back to form, but both teams have just made like goofy mistakes at times throughout the season. So if that happens on either side, that could decide the game, especially if it comes in past the 60th, 70th minute.
Yeah, definitely. So that's our kind of preview of Liverpool Real Madrid. I give him my prediction. I'm sure my brother's gonna be very happy with me, kind of being biased a little bit there, but at home and Anfield,